Alright, we're live. Am I late? Yes. Am I as tired as last week's Ace Attorney stream? No. Is my internet up to its shenanigans again? Yes. Will it really matter that much because I'm playing Ace Attorney? No. Am I all hydrated up? Yes. Yo, Edna Vane. Alright. Did I delay the stream any further? No. Here we go. It's time to continue where we left off. Kind of abruptly left off last time. Mainly because I felt like I was falling asleep in the middle of stream, and yeah, glad I left while I still could. Now we're back. Okay, so Mr. Discount Joker here is fondling his flower while we're trying to cross-examine him. Let's see. He was in the hallway, hiding in the shadows. Okay, let's just read all this before we get into anything. On learning of her father's crime, little Jinxie fled without ever noticing me. Immediately after that, the mayor came to, stood up, and opened the forbidden chamber. As I ran in terror, the demon emerged from his prison. In shock, I fled down the hallway to my right, to the one with the phone at the end. Right, we also found out that Temataro, the one who ran down the hallway, was Filch this whole time. That damn Tanuki. This is bad, very bad. Some kind of flaw, huh? My stream doing okay? I feel like it's not, but I mean, it's holding up. Alright, maybe. I'm dropping frames like crazy right now. Why, Cox? Why? You were fine yesterday. Why? Why has it only been these past couple of weeks? Is it congestion? I don't know. It's just... yeah. You know what? I'll interrupt the stream to take a quick internet speed test. Alright, Ookla. Don't fail me now. Come on. Do the internet test. Okay, I'm still hitting my usual download speeds. That's good. But the upload, though. The upload, though? Oh, thank you for the 1 bit. The upload is... fine? I don't know, it's like 8 to 9. I'm supposed to be getting 15, though. That's... So it turns out I'm somewhat your sleep remedy. Well, that's very nice of you to say. Honestly, if I help people fall asleep with my stream, I'm more than happy to keep doing so. It means I'm doing good. Alright. I was in the hallway, hiding in the shadows. That's when I heard the confession. You claim that the mayor confessed to his daughter. Are you sure about that? Peasant, you wouldn't dare ask such a question if you truly understood. True beauty is never wrong. It's not? No, beauty is carved deep in the DNA. That means I'm programmed to always be right, even when I'm wrong. I'm not following. These exquisite ears like flowers abloom. These eyes that shine like pearls. This hair like the finest silk. Nothing can corrupt the truth they hold. I can't imagine your hair feeling like silk. After all those dyes you put through it. Right. The witness will hurry up and explain the truth of his. Specifically, what did Jinxie Tenma do upon hearing the confession? You motherfucker, why are you dropping frames so much? Oh, what is going on? It's not a problem with OBS, I don't think. Ugh, I thought I was in the clear after yesterday's smooth stream, but yeesh. Well, I mean, if past patterns are to be believed, this is gonna subside by midnight, so fingers crossed. Jinxie fled, huh? How did Miss Tenma appear to you? Oh, the poor little thing seemed positively heartbroken, all teary-eyed and whatnot. I couldn't help but shed a few tears myself after seeing her like that. You actually sympathize with Jinxie? Seems like an over-the-human emotion for him. Yeah, because he's the only real monster we've seen so far, in looks and in character. The next thing I did was check my face in the mirror. Of course you did. Check your face? Why? Behold the beauty that is my sadness. Why else? Apollo, I'm starting to lose all faith in humanity. I know the feeling, but hang in there. Please keep faith in our client. Let's keep this moving, shall we? So what happened next? Okay, I think I went through all these presses before, but I'm just going to do them again so that I remember things. He opened the Forbidden Chamber. Why would he do that? Who knows? Maybe he wanted to free the demon, Tenmataro. The courtroom is no place for fairy tales. Remember, you are under oath. Wait, wow, my stream is mega delayed. What's going on here? Oh, the bell speaking. Yes, I will certainly explore the matter. Toodles. Now, where were we again? You're going to tell us the real reason why the mayor opened the Forbidden Chamber. Oh yes, of course. Hello, this is the bell. Good one, sir. You are an absolute riot. Okay, bye. You were saying? Never mind. Can we arrest this guy? Can we charge this guy? This is a waste of time. He's just going to tell more lies. The witness will focus on his testimony, not his phone calls. Now, tell the court what you did after you saw the mayor open the Forbidden Chamber. Well, after that... The demon. What was Mr. Filch like at the time? He was shouting, I can't see, I can't see. It's the curse to Tenmataro. Then he took off running like a madman. Must have been blinded by the sudden light floating in. Wrong. What? He set eyes upon me, and thus was blinded by my radiant beauty. So it was the curse of Florent LaBelle rather than Timataro. Yes, I'm afraid such beauty can be a curse. It's almost criminal. Almost criminal. The only thing criminal here is your ceaseless jabbering. Do you hate him? Me too. I fucking hate this guy. Not Blackwell. LaBelle. Now get on with your testimony. Oh, forgive me, your darkness. Let's see. Oh yes, I fled for dear life from Timataro, and... in shock, I fled down the hallway to my right, the one with the phone at the end. Yeah, let me see if I can, like, lower my bitrate for a sec. See if that'll fix, or if that'll help at all. Delay? Yeah, this stream is, it's the internet's fault. It's Cox's fault. I have no stream delay set up. So, yeah. It has to be the internet. I mean, it's being very unstable right now, and I'm dropping a lot of frames, so... It's basically, it has to be this. So after you fled into the hallway with the phone at the end, Timataro ran off toward the foyer. Precisely. Notice any inconsistencies, Apollo? Well, Jinxie also saw Timataro, right? She did. She said they passed each other in the hall after she made that call to the police. Well, if LaBelle had fled down the hall where that phone is, Jinxie would have seen him when she was returning from making her call. Let's check that again. So he's saying after he fled into the hallway, the phone, Timataro ran off toward the foyer. And Jinxie also saw Timataro. And then Jinxie said that they passed each other in the hall after she made that call to the police. So... oh, then he would have seen Jinxie. Oh, right. And if she saw him, she would have definitely asked him for help. Right. Just doesn't make any sense. Alright, well, let's see our evidence here. Do we have any Jinxie's, statements? Here we go. She couldn't call for help because there was no one else in the hall. There it is. That wasn't so hard. Alright. So we present Jinxie's testimony. Here we go. Objection! Warren LaBelle, you're lying about having witnessed these events from the hallway. What on earth do you mean? Yes, care to fill the rest of us in, Mr. Justice? Mr. LaBelle had really fled down the hall with the phone in it. He would have crossed paths with Miss Tenma. What's this? After she discovered the crime scene, she immediately went to call the police. Then, after making her call, she went back to the main hallway. Whereupon she encountered the demon, yokai, or whatever you call it. As for me, I call it Phineas Filch in a Tenma Taro costume. Oh, if your stream is still delayed, I recommend refreshing. That might help. The encounter happened right here, where the hallways meet. As for Mr. LaBelle, if he had fled here, feigning escape from the yokai imposter. Well, yes, the two would have crossed paths. Not. Right, except Miss Tenma when she told us that there was no one else in the hall. In short, Miss Tenma did not see you in the hall because you were never really there. No! Ah, my eyes! My beautiful eyes! That's hilarious. Ha! Not such a fabulous scent now, is it? But Mr. Justice, the witness also stated that he heard the mayor confess. If he was lying about hearing the confession from the hall, then where was he when he heard it? Inside the Fox Chamber. Where else? But isn't that within the very crime scene? It is, Your Honor. And that means he's not really a witness. Rather, he's the third party I've been alleging this whole time. What? You think I'm the killer? How dare you?
Silence.
Foolish fop. A true man knows when he is beaten. A shield of lies comes to naught before a foe with the sword of truth bared. Prosecutor Blackwell, what are... I thought we were on the same side. You are mistaken. There are no sides here, save for my cold, steely edge of judgment. You know, this reminds me... Actually, I probably shouldn't get into it. I saw the leaks for the new Pokemon games recently, but I don't think I should talk about those, especially since they haven't been announced, and well, a lot of people also want to stay spoiler free, you know, and that's their prerogative. So I will not talk about it, but I will say one of the revealed things reminds me a lot of this guy. It's my stream, that's true, but like, you know, common courtesy and all that. Like, what if people stumble across here and just randomly get spoiled, you know? Anyway, spill the tea. Okay, it is an evolution of a Pokemon that I thought would never get an evolution, but it did, and it looks like a samurai, and I really like it. That's the tea. Oh shit, is the internet back to its normal self? Can I increase my bitrate again? Let's try this. Blame Twitch. Honestly, it might be Twitch. But also it might not be. Twitter. Yeah, Twitter is going through some things right now. Also, what is this animation? This guy is just this guy's just spraying and squirting left and right. Is he sweating or is he just dripping perfume? You are alone upon this battlefield, with naught but your lies and sickly sweet perfume. Whoa, what just happened? Blackwell's really tearing into him. You heard the mayor's confession from the inside, did you not? You deviant dandy. Was he not sneezing? His entire nostrils is just like plugged up from all that perfume. The sole location from which you could have seen and heard the mayor and the Tanuki, without either of them noticing, he was right there in the Fox Chamber. Oh my. So that's how it's going to be. Fine, I'll come clean then. Seriously? You admit to being there in the Fox chamber? I do. I did enter the room after the murder. But I was afraid of being falsely accused, so I lied about it. I feel terrible about lying like that, but it's a verbal cologne I use to protect myself. Good old perjury. You'd better explain yourself, LaBelle. Yes, of course. I was just about to get to that. The witness is skating on thin ice. I'll remind you that perjury is a very serious crime. Now let's hear your testimony again, this time without your perfume of lies. You know, he always says that, but like we never see what become of people who commit perjury. Alright, the Fox Chamber. I did enter the Fox Chamber after the murder. But I didn't enter until after Jinxie had heard the confession and left. I heard the mayor groan and hid behind the folding screen there. What I saw there up close, it was absolutely horrifying. So you see, I was there, but merely watching from behind the screen. Thank God my stream's back to normal. Behind the screen? Oh, why yes, I believe you wouldn't be spotted if you were there. Just so. You could see everything without being spotted by the victim or that Tanuki Filch. Suffice to say, he was a mere witness to the events, rather than an actual third party. Oh, this guy's as slippery as an eel. Apollo, you think he's telling the truth? Well, he was in the Fox Chamber, so at least that much must be true. The defense may cross-examine our slightly voyeuristic witness. You don't have to say it like that, Judge. Alright. After the murder, huh? Why in the world would you enter that grisly crime scene? Why? Because I was worried sick. Mayor Tenma's suit, It what? It was designed personally by me. I was worried my work of art might get blood on it. This man clearly has his priorities in order. Okay, let's get over with this, shall we? Now, where was I? Oh yes, so I entered the Fox Chamber almost without thinking. After she heard the confession and left. Why didn't you enter right away? And ruin my designer shoes? Your shoes? Even now, just thinking about getting blood on my fabulous footwear. It sends chills down my spine. That's why I hesitated. That's terrible. A man was dying and another injured, and you're worried about your shoes? Silence. Need I remind you, this is a court of law. We are not teaching morality here. We have schools of etiquette and such for trivial pursuits. Now, you listen to me, you deceptive dandy. Get to the point, and be quick about it. Yes, well, I was there in the Fox Chamber, but... Wait a second. Why did you hide yourself? Oh my. So you do understand. I do? By hiding, I was concealing my fabulous beauty. Which, for the sake of the universe, is something I should never do, ever do. That's what you were thinking, right? Now I'm sensing a black hole of egocentricity forming around the witness's stand. We can deliberate this mental process another time. Get on with the testimony, now. regarding the murder scene. Absolutely horrifying, huh? Could you describe the crime scene in a bit more detail? Hmm? And what exactly would you like details about? Well, what I'd like to ask you about is... let's see... So... feathers should be above the tracks. Let's try the feathers and tracks. What do you remember about the yokai feathers and tracks? They resulted when Tamatar exited the Forbidden Chamber. He came out in quite a rush, scattering feathers this way and that. Did you immediately know it was Mr. Filch? I did, and that's why I suggested we cook up our alibis together. And how did those practice sessions go? They were nearly the death of me. But she has to be the worst student ever. He really doesn't think he's done anything wrong, does he? Well, Mr. Justice, do you consider a statement to be of any importance? Is it important? I don't know, is it important? Let's say no for now. It's probably not particularly important. No, Your Honor. Witness may proceed. Alright then. I would just like to ask that it was a terribly grisly scene, as I have described. The mayor had been knocked out by a blow to the head. Could he really have opened the Forbidden Chamber in that state? Well, it did seem difficult. He was all woozy and stumbling around as he opened it. It was such a heroic effort that I nearly started to cheer him on, despite myself. Oh, I think the mayor needed medical attention more than a cheerleader. You think he's telling the truth about being there in that room? I believe he was there. Question is, when did he enter? You mean, did he enter after Jinxie fled? Or was he there before the murder? If it was the latter, that would change everything. Right. If he was there before the murder, that would make him a suspect. How do we go about proving that? Well, I guess we ask him about what happened there. Anyway, let's press him and see what kind of info we can extract. Let's cross our fingers that he says or reveals something incriminating. Let's see. It's this one, right? How about the murder weapon? Could you describe the state of the weapons that have been used at the scene? The spear had been thrust all the way through Alderman QB. Then there was that statue the Alderman used to bludgeon Mayor Tenma. Statue, huh? This thing? No fingerprints. That incredibly inspiring symbol had fallen to the floor. Alright, the statue. Why would he find it inspiring? Why exactly do you find this statue inspiring? Well, when I saw that statue, I felt as if the merger had been realized. It was like a celebration of a union between town and village, an inspiring symbol of goodwill. Oh, but it wasn't intact when, well, according to him, if he went in there after the murder, then this thing would already be broken. How would he know what it looks like when it's not broken? Gotcha. Broken statue next to a bloody corpse? Feel inspired. Yes, this one is very important. I believe that to be extremely importantly. It's a typo, probably. I request that be added to the testimony. Alright. Present.
Objection!
Objection. Your lies have finally betrayed you, Mr. LaBelle. What possibly could you mean? You said the statue was like a celebration of union between town and village. Isn't that correct? It is indeed. But what of it? The two yokai are joining hands in goodwill. As if they were celebrating the municipal merger. Something the matter? So, how did you really know that the statue was meant to be a symbol of goodwill again? What? Justice, Dono. Explain yourself, and make it quick. The statue was meant to symbolize goodwill in its original form. That was a secret. A secret? Whatever do you mean? What I mean is that it broke when someone used it to strike Mayor Tenma on the head. What's left clearly makes it look like the two yokai are battling it out. Eep! The statue's secret and its true form were lost inside that locked room. For Miss Tenma is the only living soul who should know what it once looked like. So, Mr. LaBelle, where could you have possibly seen this statue in its original form? What do you mean, where? The only possible answer is this. You saw the statue in its original form. Right there in the room where the alderman was murdered before it was broken. How dare you? Oh, here we go. Turn it up. Mr. Justice, are you accusing the witness with some sort of crime? Some sort of crime? Yes. Yes, I am. Laurent LaBelle, I accuse you of the murder of Alderman Rex Cuby. Ah! What is his stance? I guess it's just his, like, shoulder pads being, like, super big. Order! Order! Mr. LaBelle, you've been accused of murder. Do you have anything to say in your defense? How could you possibly accuse me? The embodiment of beauty.
Way to go, Apollo. This is the conclusive evidence we needed. Magnifico.
We've got you now. We know you killed the alderman. Now admit it.
Silence.
Oh? Oh, look at him. Doing his edgy thing. Enough of your silly games, Justice Dono. This prancing peacock could not possibly be the killer.
Objection!
What are you talking about? His alibi has already crumbled to dust. And I just proved that he was in the Fox chamber while it was still locked tight.
Silence.
This guy doesn't even say objection, he just says silence. He's just like, shut up, dude. Why could he have not seen the statue in its true form before the murder? After all, he was close friends with the alderman. Ergo. Yes, that's right. I clearly remember it now. Alderman Cuby told me about it. About what the statue actually looked like. I mean, he was a good friend of mine.
Objection!
Yeah, right. He wouldn't show you a secret gift just like that.
Silence.
Moreover, it has already been proven that he was not present at the scene of the crime.
It has?
Forgotten, have we? Recall the little scamp's statement, if you will. When Jinxie Tenma unlocked the Fox Chamber, she saw the alderman and the mayor collapse therein, and no one else.
Oh, dang it.
The fact is, it was you two who made that apparent in yesterday's court session. Thus, Florent the Bell could not have possibly been in that locked room.
No!
I just don't get it. How could Jinxie not have seen LaBelle? He's a master of stealth. The proof is incontrovertible. No room for debate exists. Am I not right, your boldness? It does seem awfully conclusive. Facts point to the defendant and victim being the only people in that locked room. Moreover, the defendant had already confessed.
Objection! Silence.
They didn't say anything yet. You cannot defend the indefensible. Your role in the charade is over, Justice Dono. But... Your boldness. This trial would last an eternity if we were to keep crossing blades with these simpletons. These two like right next to each other with the same expression. This is great. But I just want to look at this for a few more seconds. Alright. It is high time you brought down the hammer of justice. Point well made. I believe it's time to declare a verdict. What? This court finds the defendant, Damien Tenma. Hold it. Who's this? Who? Oh.
It would seem that my time is at hand.
Yeah, Mayor Tenma?
Counselor, there is a matter to which I must testify. I recall it now only for your good graces.
Counselor? Oh, right, he must be me. Does he finally remember what happened before that blow to his head? Bailiff, just don't stand there, seize him! It's no good, I can't restrain him. He's too powerful.
Know me in despair, for I am Tenmataro, Demon Lord of the Yokai.
And Demon Lord? But, Mr. Justice, do something! Since when am I responsible for court security?
Apollo, this is our chance. We might get some new information out of him.
Your Honor, seeing as our client has something new to say, I believe due process demands that we hear him out, even if he is a yokai. When you put it that way. Still, I believe testimony by a yokai is unprecedented in the legal world. Unprecedented and absurdity, more like. Alright then, Mr. Damien Tenma, or should I say, Mr. Tenma Taro. Your testimony, please.
I shall now speak of recollections most real, courtesy of my host, Damien Tenma. Heed these words, mortals, for hear them but once you shall. Ka 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 ka.
Ooh. It's a testimony theme. Alright, it's picking up a bit.
Barely conscious was Damien there amid the darkness. Suddenly, two yokai did appear. On one side, I, Tenmataro, ruler of demonkind, and on the other, my mortal enemy, the nine-tailed fox.
What? So is the defendant asserting that the room he was in was very dark at the time?
Strange as it may be, yes, indeed, all was in darkness.
And the part about Tenmataro and the nine-tailed fox being there?
Yes, that too. Tamataro towered overhead, and the nine-tailed fox glittered gold.
Ah, I call animal abuse, Your Honor. Seem the defendant's recollections are not to be trusted.
Oh, yes, well, truth be told, my host recollections are still a bit fuzzy. As if half dreamt, what's happening lingers in his mind.
Hello? Maybe I can help you. Really? Oh, you mean... Yeah, I can hear it. The discord in his heart. Nani? Discord? I sense an unusual emotion in the mayor's memory of the event. Yeah, I just hope our findings don't come back to haunt us. Again. Again. Woo! Really conscious was Damien there amid the darkness. To his surprise, suddenly two yokai did appear. I, Temataro, ruler of demon kind. That's you. My mortal enemy, the nine-tailed fox. You're happy about that, though.
Got it!
Interesting. When the nine-tailed fox appeared, you not only experienced shock and sadness, but also hiding some joy as well.
Joy. Perhaps it was joy at the light coming to my eyes at long last. A long and terrible creaking did pierce the silence, and then there was light. On reflection, it was a door that did produce that infernal racket.
Creaking door. Oh, you must be talking about the forbidden chamber door. It does make a lot of noise.
So this means the forbidden chamber really was opened. What about the sudden light he described?
I think I know. He mentioned darkness and Tamataro towering overhead. Maybe the mayor wasn't really in the fox chamber at the time of the crime. Mr. Mayor, did the darkness that you were in happen to be there? Happen to be there. Oh, darkness. Is that the air duct? No, but no one was in the air duct. I think it's Forbidden Chamber. Let's try this.
Take that!
The forbidden chamber? Was it not the fox chamber where the murder did occur?
Yes, but it all makes sense if you were in the Forbidden Chamber. Nice. The terrible creaking sound was probably the Forbidden Chamber's door opening. And the towering Tematara you saw? Most likely the Forbidden Chamber's statue. Ah. Why, yes.
That would explain it. The darkness and the staff in the demon's grasp. But even if all that's true, then what about the nine-tailed fox?
Maybe he was seeing things, just like Jinxie and her imaginary yokai.
Fantastico, Apollo, it's entirely possible.
In a groggy, dreamlike state, people can misremember things and events.
Misremember, you say? Let me think. Ah, I do believe I remember now. It was not the nine-tailed fox. It was the amazing nine-tails.
Wow, it's the Amazing Ninetales!
Oh, what?
The Amazing Ninetales?
At first, this is but a dream, I thought. Now, however, most clearly do I recall it. 'Twas the amazing Nine-Tails who did open the Forbidden Chamber's door.
60%, huh? I'm sorry, Ernest.
The amazing Nine-Tails, but that was the victim, Alderman QB, right?
Yeah, why would he open the Forbidden Chamber? Wasn't he trying to keep it sealed?
Never mind that. This is completely new information.
In the Forbidden Chamber. Here we go. A mighty statue of Tamataro loomed overhead. Suddenly, the door did open, and a shaft of light did pierce the gloom. Damn. Why are you sad that the Amazing Ninetales had come to the rescue?
Got it!
When the Amazing Ninetales opened the chamber, banishing the darkness within, you felt joy, but didn't you also feel shock and sadness?
Yes, in the hazy depths of my mind, I do recollect something of that nature. I believe it was the fiend's cape of red. But when I did behold it, a great wave of sadness did inexplicably wash over me.
20. Cape of Red?
Apollo, we've reduced the noise level. Oh, but there's still a little left.
Dear Temma, why were you sad when you saw the red cape?
Why indeed?
What could this mean?
I guess his memory is still a little spotty. I know because his latest recollection contradicts the evidence.
Yeah, it's one of those contradictions that slaps you right across the face.
Something this obvious could arise. And someone is trying to force a fuzzy memory into a definitive shape. Apollo, I know what you have to do. You need to present evidence that contradicts the image you see.
Oh, so basically the same as the usual cross-examination process. Okay, time to review the evidence. Look out, contradiction. Here comes justice. Alright. Amazing Ninetales to come to the rescue. I guess the Ninetales usually wears a cape of tails, right? Is that it?
Objection!
Said the Amazing Ninetales' cape was red. Are you sure about that?
Yes, well, I do believe it was a red cape I saw, but...
Mayor Tenma? Does this cape look red to you?
Oh, that certainly does not look red. Not even scarlet or crimson either. Nevertheless, upon my liberation, something red did fill my as yet hazy field of view. And I thought to myself, the amazing Ninetales is arrayed in a cape of red.
So you mistook that red something for his cape, huh?
Apparently so. Remembering it now brings a great sadness upon me.
So the red something probably wasn't a cape after all. Maybe that great sadness he mentioned is what's interfering with this memory. Well, he would have seen the fox chamber behind the amazing Ninetales. What red object could he have seen there that would have been that shocking? Oh, I know. Could it have been blood? The red thing you saw. I mean, it might be this.
Take that!
Foolish mortal, do you mock me?
Sorry. I'm afraid I have no recollection of seeing such an item. You must cease the practice of leaping before looking. Sorry.
Youch, that was a human demon double punch.
Paulo, think of something that's red and could produce a feeling of sadness. Take a good look at the evidence again. Did I miss something dumb? Am I dumb? Red and sad. That's me right now. Red and sad. Hair color? No. I mean, maybe this?
Take that!
Something red that could produce a deep sadness. Could it be, Mr. Tema, that what you saw was the alderman's blood? Yeah, blood.
Blood? Why, yes, it was blood.
Oh,
Ow! Ah! Yeah.
it's all coming back to me now. It wasn't a red cape that I saw. It was, lying behind the amazing Ninetales, the alderman's bloody body.
Eek.
Damn. 0. So then who was in the mask?
His noise level is down to 0. I think he's remembered everything now.
Does this mean the amazing Ninetales killed Alderman QB?
But the alderman was the amazing Ninetales, so how exactly would that work?
Hey, I asked you first. Well, Mr. Justice, you sure know how to make a, excuse me, to make a complicated matter even more complicated. True, but at the time of the crime, our client was in the Forbidden Chamber. Moreover...
Silence!
Oh boy. Excuse me. Boy, don't you think this is strange? The little scamp has already confirmed her father to be in the Fox Chamber. But she said naught about seeing the amazing Ninetales there. Had to bring that up, didn't you?
Jinxie didn't see LaBelle either. So weird. Who really was in that room then?
The court, you care to share any theories with the court? Wait, that's not what it said. The defense. Yeah. Yes, I can. Yes, of course I can explain it.
Because if I don't, we're in serious trouble. Not with more of your bluffs and fairy tales, I trust. A warning, Justice Dono. I shall have your head if you fail to explain this. What a good old-fashioned penalty. Alright. First of all, Mr. LaBelle was definitely in the Fox Chamber while it was locked. We know that Mayor Tenma was in the Forbidden Chamber based on his testimony. These two facts are crucial to my explanation. So, let us consider the following question. If the points packed to Florent LaBelle and the victim being there at the same time, why did Jinxie Tenma see her father, Mayor Tenma, and the victim? Very good question indeed, and I suppose you have an answer for us? Sadly, you would be supposing wrong. So I gotta blow my nose real quick. I wonder if there's something I can take to help with night congestion. Oh, she did. Then the question is, why did she do that? Well, how about the explanation, Mr. Justice? I believe the time for questions is over. The defense asserts that Florent LaBelle was at the scene of the crime. However, Jinxie Tenma has testified that she saw her father collapse there. If she has in fact misremembered the event, what might have made her do so? Disguise? Maybe. The figure Miss Tenma saw was not her father. It was Florent LaBelle disguised as Damien Tenma.
Silence.
Master of disguise. That's a complete impossibility. Their faces are utterly Una-like. Why did I say it like that? Unalike. I can read, guys. What am I doing? Their faces are utterly unalike. How could you explain that way with a mere disguise? You know, I was like, what is this guy saying? I didn't like realize what the word was until after I said it. It's like, this guy's a weeb. Of course you'd pronounce it like a U, like ooh, or like, yeah, pronounce a U like ooh. Oh yes, they do have incredibly distinctive faces. Maybe the disguise completely hid his face. I think Jinxie would have remembered if she couldn't see her father's face. And if it was a sort of disguise, wouldn't she have removed it? Oh, right.
Your sword is as dull as your mind, Justice Dono. Shall I show you what a truly sharp blade is capable of? I think you'll pass. Dead. Are you okay, Apollo? I'm not fine, am I? Well, now that we have that little fairy tale out of the way. Your baldness, your verdict, if you will. Mr. Justice, I believe it's time for a verdict if you have no further arguments. Yeah, what's there even left for me to do? Oh, remember what Mr. Wright always says? When you're stuck in a tight spot, turn the case upside down. Turn the case upside down? He does say that, doesn't he? But I don't quite see how it applies here. Still, never hurts to give it a try, I guess. Let's see. Rather than Jinxie didn't remove the disguise, maybe she couldn't remove it. Rather than she didn't tell anyone about this disguise, maybe it was she couldn't talk about it.
A wrestler's mask is more important than his own life. He'd never unmask himself in front of others. There are matches where wrestlers battle for the right to remove each other's masks. To have your mask torn off is the worst humiliation a wrestler could suffer. That's why their masks are more important to them than life itself.
And what about the fact that it was the amazing Ninetales who opened the door? A mask that can't be removed in front of others? These facts turn things around? Oh! Huh! We got it all backwards. Apollo? I think we might have made a huge mistake. Your boldness, I see no need to further indulge them in their silly little farce. Their defense has no proof. They never did, and they never will. And it seems I must announce my verdict.
Objection!
Ooh, that was a fancy objection. I do have proof. Do you now? Alright, but this better be good, Mr. Justice. Solve the remaining riddles by turning all of our assumptions upside down. Jinxie Tenma mistook Mr. LaBelle for her father. Why she couldn't remove the costume or tell anyone about it in the first place. These riddles are inextricably linked to Mayor Tenma's secret identity. A shocking secret identity that will turn the entire premise of this case upside down. This piece of evidence clearly reveals Mayor Tenma's secret identity.
Take that!
It's this. Gah! What absurd, what absolute claptrap, poppycock, balderdash. We thought the alderman was the amazing Ninetales and the mayor was Temataro. And that's why we believe the mayor killed the alderman in his lust for Ninetales' veil. And it was the basis for the prosecution's entire case against our client. However, we got the whole thing backwards. Yeah, that's insane. Mayor Tenma wasn't Tenma Tower at all. He was the amazing Ninetales. face. What's this? Nani? The Amazing Ninetales lives? You best explain yourself, Justice Dono. This music, though. From where you derive such a far-fetched conclusion? Jinxie, no doubt, knew the true identity of the Amazing Ninetales, but she couldn't tell anyone no matter what. That's why she didn't say it was the Amazing Ninetales she saw passed out. Even though, unbeknownst to her, it was really Florent Labelle in disguise.
Silence.
Holy shit. The accused and that deceitful dandy are utterly dissimilar in physical build and voice. Now this is a twist. The little scamp would have seen the difference.
Objection.
Remember, Mr. Labelle has his very own brand of cosmetics. Why couldn't he fake a different build too? Just fake. Just a bunch of like plaster all over his muscles. And anyone speaking through a mask would naturally sound different.
Silence.
Why does she not simply pull the mask off?
Objection.
A masked wrestler's disguise is more precious than life itself. As a huge fan of the Amazing Ninetales, she would never dare unmask him. God. Uah! This case of mistaken identity also explains the riddle of the locked room. Then by all means, Mr. Justice, answer it for us already. First, Mr. Labelle entered the room where the mayor and alderman were talking. I suspect he brought with him coffee laced with some sort of sedative. Once the alderman was out cold, dead. That's when Mr. Labelle killed him. Next he took the mayor, who he had also drugged, into the forbidden chamber. Then he returned to the fox chamber, slipped into some of the mayor's spare clothes, and completed the disguise by donning the Amazing Ninetales mask. With his entire charade in place, Mr. Labelle then let out a scream. The scream that led Jinxie Tenma to the scene. So then, the person who said I killed Alderman QB was... Yep, that was Florent Labelle in disguise. The mayor never actually confessed.
Silence.
Insane. This is no more than guesswork and speculation. Now stop your jabbering and...
Objection.
No, you twisted samurai. This time you stop your jabbering and let me finish making my case. Ah. Once Miss Tenma left the scene, Mr. Labelle, still wearing the mayor's clothes and mask, opened the forbidden chamber. Oh, he did the old swap, so he could drag the mayor back out into the fox chamber.
Oh, so the Amazing Ninetales the mayor saw was...
Right, it was Labelle opening the forbidden chamber. The second time Mr. Labelle opened the door to the forbidden chamber, he happened to catch the thieving Mr. Filch by surprise. Startled. Mr. Filch, in his Tematara disguise, ran as fast as he could away from the room. It's all making sense now. As he did, he left behind him a trail of feathers and tracks, and gave Miss Tenma the scare of her life in the hallway. No one left to witness the events that had occurred. Mr. Labelle then proceeded to drag the sleeping mayor back into the fox chamber. I see. Well, that all certainly does make sense. Then, after dragging the mayor back into the fox chamber, Mr. Labelle threw the mask out of the window and fled the room.
Silence.
Sorry, drank a lot of water. For this absurd theory to work, It requires that the defendant be the Amazing Ninetales. However, he was the one pushing for the municipal merger. Such an individual could possibly be the Amazing Ninetales is preposterous.
Objection!
The mayor was blackmailed into pursuing the merger. Miss Tenma's life would have been in danger if he had openly voiced his opposition. That's why he created a secret identity as the Amazing Ninetales. This is madness. No one could possibly hatch such an insane plot. No one except a killer is insane as his plot. And I'd say Florent LaBelle more than qualifies.
Foolish mortal. It's at your own peril that you forget who I am.
Mayor Tenma, it's okay now. GC will be safe just as soon as Mr. LaBelle is arrested. You are the Amazing Ninetales, aren't you? Hold it. Oh. He dyed his hair again. You have quite the active imagination. Mayor Tenma is not the Amazing Ninetales.
Objection!
What do you mean? Well, has the mayor admitted to it yet? That's just... And even if he did admit to such nonsense, I would reveal the truth behind Tematara right here and now. What? Why, you would dare reveal the secret? Oh, my good friend the Alderman told me all about it. But it wouldn't be good to expose the truth. Or the superstitions, now would it? Truth behind Temataro? What's he talking about? So go ahead, say it. Say, I am the Amazing Ninetales. I dare you.
Objection!
Wait. Somebody please explain what's going on here. Mayor Tenma will do anything to keep the truth behind Tenma Taro a secret. A dark, terrible truth that's kept secret by the village superstitions. And if the mayor admits to being the Amazing Ninetales, you expose the truth? Right. I won't having him walking free because of some nonsense here. So what now, Justice Dono? Without the mayor's admission, your theory is as useless as you are in battle. I'll show you who's useless. Apollo, don't you dare give up now. Ugh, I know. Your Honor, I believe Mr. LaBelle's statements warrant a thorough cross-examination. After all, the true identity of the Amazing Ninetales is the cornerstone of this case. You have a point there. Let's go. The Amazing Ninetales' true identity is not Mayor Tenma. The mayor would never admit to such utter nonsense. But if he did admit to such nonsense, I will expose the truth behind Temataro right here and now. And that would bring ruin upon Ninetales Vale, just as the superstitions say. Wouldn't that just be on yourself? That's right, the mayor will be found guilty for sure. Honestly speaking, if Mayor Damien Tenma is not the Amazing Ninetales, I'm afraid I don't see how the defense has much of a case here. Oh boy. Let's just leave it at that, shall we? We all know Alderman QB was the Amazing Ninetales anyway. I mean, that's how Ninetales Vale made a comeback. The Alderman was so popular. There's gotta be a hole in that testimony somewhere. I don't even know where to start. Since we don't have any proof that the mayor is the Amazing Ninetales, then we'll just have to get him to admit it himself. But if he admits it, the bell's going to expose the secret behind Tomataro. We're so close, I know it. Alright, let's go. Whew. Not Mayor Timber. This trial has been going on for a long time. This whole case only makes sense if the mayor is the Amazing Ninetales. I know you used his mask to create this illusion of a locked room murder.
Silence.
Nothing more than idle speculation. You'll know evidence now. You've no evidence now, have you?
Objection.
Mr. the Bell knows what the statue originally looked like. That means he had to be in the Fox Chamber while he was so luck-tight. Sorry, but I heard about the statue from Alderman Cuby. If you don't believe me, just ask him. Oh, what's that? The Alderman's dead? Oh, looks like the joke's on you, my sweaty little friend. Do not call me sweaty little friend. Paolo, do you mind if I wring his neck? Not at all. Wait in line, because I'm going first. Oh, temper. Anyway.
Hold it.
You and your assertions. Such anger. It's terrible for the skin, you know. Beauty is like a flower that blooms forth from a serene heart. I need more water, guys. Excuse me? I would expect a wilted peasant like you to understand. Perhaps this fragrance will help the blossom with a new bloom. You liked that, didn't you? No. Enough jabbering about blossoms and whatnot. The only blossoms I like are cherry blossoms because I'm a weeb. Get on with your testimony before I slice you into a bouquet of cut flowers. Oh dear, please execute me. Okay, you didn't need to go that far. As I was saying, the assertion of our unwilted attorney here is utter nonsense.
Hold it.
Just how did you learn of this so-called truth behind Tomataro? Alderman Cuby told me all about it. The secret of the Hidden Chamber and the truth behind Tomataro. Why would he share secrets like that with you, Mr. LaBelle? Because of the Alderman's wife. I was looking after her while she was hospitalized. He appreciated it so much that he shared the secrets with me. Wait, did he threaten the Alderman in addition to the mayor? Needless to say, I'm not above revealing the truth behind Tomataro. Am I supposed to admit a secret identity now? Blah, 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 blah. Holding the bell, testimony.
Hold it.
Do not gaze upon Tomataro. Do not tell others if you see him. Isn't that what the village superstitions say? Telling others what Tomataro looks like would reveal the truth. And that's why the superstitions were written down in the first place. And ruin coming to a village if you free him? Isn't that a warning not to expose the truth? Bingo. And the truth is, Temotaro is a great, greed-inspiring fortune teller. That's what the whole battle over Ninetail's Veil is all about. Temotaro, a great fortune. Come to think of it. Oops, sorry.
Only that is the richest get rich quick choice in the chance in the universe. I can't talk. Oh, Grandpappy told me all about it. Said there's an amazing treasure in there.
Temotaro actually be Bin Chamber treasure. Telling the villagers that Temotaro is a terrifying yokai is what has scared them away from the Forbidden Chamber and the treasure within. That's how the treasure had been kept secret all this time. Ah. Well, well, well. It seems our Ace Attorney... He said it. He said the words. Title drop. Credits roll. Game's over. The Ace Attorney here has uncovered the truth that must not be revealed. Lieutenant looks like he wants to keep the truth hidden as much as I do. Tragedy is doomed to repeat itself as long as Temotaro exists. That's why the secret must be protected. As long as Temotaro exists, huh? Mr. LaBelle, please add that statement to your testimony. Okay.
Hold it!
So in other words, tragedy wouldn't occur at all if there was no Temotaro. Yes, I suppose so, but that's wishful. This is LaBelle. Yes. You don't say. As long as Temotaro exists, huh?
What's the mayor supposed to admit to a secret identity now?
We have to find a way to make him say it. Our entire case unravels, excuse me. There must be a hole in LaBelle's testimony somewhere.
Hold it!
No Temotaro, huh? Well, if Temotaro is meant to steer people away from treasure, maybe the lack of treasure is what we need. Do we do this one or the... Actually, do we do this one or the... We don't have the... We don't have, like, the musty one. The dusty one. Dusty and musty, but we have this one.
Objection!
Mr. LaBelle, what if Temotaro no longer existed? Revealing the truth would no longer be an issue, would it? If Temotaro no longer existed. What on earth are you talking about? Oh, apparently you haven't heard. Temotaro no longer exists. But I guess you didn't do a thorough search after the key was taken from you. Because when we searched for the Forbidden Chamber, there wasn't any treasure there. Really? Well, maybe you weren't looking in the right place. Sorry, but I have proof that Temotaro no longer exists. Take a look at this figure.
Look at this photograph.
What do we have here? It looks like some sort of creature. The creature. Found this in the Forbidden Chamber. It's an Azuki Kozo figure. The great thief Azuki Kozo used to leave them at the scene of the crime. Are you suggesting that Temotaro has been stolen? Yep. Phineas Filch's grandfather, A master thief was the culprit. And by that hideous moronic caretaker's grandfather, no less? You... No! My beautiful golden Tenmataro was... Greed inspired by Tenmataro can no longer bring ruin upon Ninetales Vale. Isn't that right, Mayor Tenma? The root of tragedy would indeed seem to be gone. In fact, I recall the alderman revealing the secret to me on the day of our meeting. He must have been speaking of Tenmataro. He said to me the gold ingot was gone. Gold ingot? You mean the treasure that is Temataro's true form? Gold ingot?
Recall, if you will, the scroll in the Forbidden Chamber. Tenmataro is a yellowish object shown there. A giant gold ingot that my nomadic ancestors bestowed upon Ninetales Vale.
Tenmataro was just a rock? This whole time?
In return for that gold, my ancestors did receive from Ninetales Vale land that would become Tenma Town.
Ah.
But drive the villagers mad with greed that did that great fortune. Bitter was their greed-fueled battle. It was as if they were possessed.
My ancestors' gold became a curse upon their village, a curse of ruin. Thus it was that the yokai Tenmataro came to be. Ooh. So Tenmataro and the village superstitions were merely fairy tales to scare people away. Fairy tale or not, Tenmataro made quite the mess of things.
Yes, indeed, for there is no greater monster than a mortal man's lust for gold.
Well, you know what they say, the love of money is the root of all evil.
Ancestors did bring a terrible thing here to Ninetales Vale. A thing so terrible that Tenmataro, a monster just as terrible, had to be created to keep it a secret. Yet we have naught but love for the little village to which we owe our very existence. Tenma would never seek to take over Ninetales Vale in a merger.
Oh my, that was quite a shocking lesson in history. Mr. Mayor, now that we know Tenmataro no longer exists, are you ready to admit your secret? You are the amazing Ninetales, aren't you? No, don't do it. Please, no! Begone, you demented demon! Now, where was I? The Golden Lord of Yokai. The amazing Ninetales is indeed me. And that means... Jinxie!
Yes?
The man wearing the mayor's clothes who you saw collapse in the Fox Chamber. Was he wearing the amazing Ninetales' mask?
Uh-huh. That's what made me think it was Papa. He said he was going to reveal his secret identity to the Alderman QE that day, so... So it really wasn't Papa I saw there, was it?
It was Florent's idea from the start. He advised me to reveal my secret identity to the alderman. Yeesh, Rube Goldberg machines have less elaborate setups than the Bell schemes. You may rest easy now, little Jinxie. That monster's deception is through.
Ka.
The true facts behind this case have finally come to light. Mayor Tenma did not kill Alderman QB, but Florent LaBelle did. How dare you, peasant! Ah, ah, oh, no!
Silence.
What? Dude, how long can this go on? Justice Dono. You should at least have a real blade in your hands if you desire to cross swords with me. Or have you mistaken this battlefield for a training ground? What's this guy want now? That animation, though. Evidence is like a razor-sharp blade that cuts through bone as if it were butter. But you only have blind guesses. A dull blade incapable of cutting even a cake. Is he there, Mr. Justice? After all, evidence is everything in a court of law. Right. Let's see some evidence. Of course, a perfect being like me wouldn't leave any incriminating evidence behind. This is the final battle. Just as a samurai must live and die by the sword, you will live or die by the evidence you hold. My swift blade of judgment awaits. Now, present your conclusive evidence. Or, don't you have any? Oh, crud. Do I have anything conclusive? Of course I do. Right? I have to. Evidence? Oh, I have evidence. You do? Of course. It's just the conclusive evidence we need too. I'm going to finally prove Mayor Tenma innocent. Here comes justice. Oh shit, what's this? Oh. Wait. This is sick. Is it? Oh, hey, Nivius. Good to see you here. The music, though. The most damning evidence against the mayor was the crime scene itself. The mayor and the victim were the only two people found in the room. Also, we all thought the alderman was killed because he was the Amazing Ninetales. But as we know now, of course, we were way off. Feeling a little bit under the weather, recovering from the flu. Get well soon. I wish you a swift recovery. I'm a bit congested myself, but I don't think it's from any sickness. This music is so good. The Amazing Ninetales is really Mayor Damien Tenma. That's why when his daughter Jinxie saw the Amazing Ninetales collapse at the scene. This is like a Danganronpa like recap. I don't know if this came first or before it or after it, but it reminds me of that. She mistook him for her father. Those are the facts as we have revealed. However, Mr. LaBelle asserts that he did not leave any evidence at the scene of the crime. But he didn't say anything about evidence outside the crime scene. Maybe he isn't as clever as he thinks he is. Does any of the evidence found outside the crime scene provide any clues? This, right? Because it was outside the crime scene, he had to throw it out. And that's how it landed outside. Let's be this. Clue inside the mask? Oh, I know. The Amazing Ninetales mask was found washed up along the river. This is awesome. What sort of clue does that mask hold? Patch of golden fur? White hair? Golden fur? Wait. So it should be something that proves that LaBelle wore it, right? So does I mean, it can't be fur, right? LaBelle doesn't have fur. Must be white hair. White hair in the mask. What about the hair left in the mask? Who does it belong to? Well, it has to be LaBelle, right? The white hair is LaBelle's. Oh, right. That hair is Florent LaBelle's. This mechanic is very cool. You're right, Niveus. This... It's like... The presentation in this game... it really takes me by surprise. It's so hype. Yes. Now that's what I call conclusive evidence. Well, Mr. Justice, do you have any conclusive evidence to present to this court? Of course I do. Observe this mask, if you will. I wonder if you play as Phoenix, then if that, like, beam of light, if that becomes blue. I'm sure it does. The mask? How is that conclusive evidence? It's not the mask itself, but the white hair inside it. We originally thought it belonged to Alderman Rex Cuby. Yes, but the Amazing Nine Tails, as we now know, is Mayor Tenma, so... That is correct. So the question is, whose hair could this be? And the answer to that is the last person to have worn it before it was discarded. That would be you, Mr. Flaunt LaBelle. What are you talking about? I never had hideous white hair like that.
Silence.
Yeah, it kind of like throws you off, because like, I didn't really think Florent has white hair. It's all like dyed. It would appear your coup de grace failed to hit its mark. This freakish fop is not the white hair type. Because he's busy being ludicrously being one ludicrously garish color or another.
Objection.
I can't talk. No, Prosecutor Blackwell, it's you who has made a fatal error. What? Remember where this mask was found? Washed up by the side of the river? Oh shit. His hair thing, like, comes off with water. With that in mind. Yeah. Where's the hairspray? Lure me, LaBelle. That's... Someone should just pour a bucket of water over his head. This is Mr. LaBelle's own private brand of hair color. It just washes out. It washes out with just water. Here, that's gonna be his like breakdown scene. Like someone's gonna pour water on him, and it's gonna be decolorized. Court will also recall that the Amazing Nine Tails' mask washed up along the side of the village river with white hair inside it. What's this? Are you saying that the preening peacock's hair color is... That's exactly what I'm saying. Mr. LaBelle's hair color is a freaky work of fiction. But thanks to the river flowing through Nine Tails Vale, we now have a real-life expose. Ah! The white hair in this mask is conclusive evidence proving you're the real killer. A DNA test is all we need to prove it. And we both know we'll get a match. Admit it. Want the bell? You were the one who killed Alderman Rex Cuby. You... Peasant. How dare you? Profane my beauty. I'm going to exterminate you like the Alderman. No. My makeup. What's he gonna look like? Oh. Hello? This is LaBelle. What? The project is off? This is LaBelle? The sponsors have pulled out? LaBelle speaking? I'm fired? You mean I'm no longer Mayor Tenma's aide? Hello? This is LaBelle? What? There's a stratospheric damages claim against me. $100 million. Yeah, serves you right, you clown. I'm finished, washed up. Stick a fork in me, I'm doomed. This is preposterous. I, Simon Blackquill, defeated? Order! Order! Order the court! Well, this is quite the unexpected outcome. My controller? Hello? Is it not working? Oh well, I'll just use my other controls. I must hand it to you, Mr. Justice. You really turned this case on its head, just like that other lawyer, Phoenix Wright. Just like that other lawyer. You know, the only other the only other defense lawyer we have around. Wait, that was a compliment, right? Prosecutor Blackwell, what have you done with Florent LaBelle? Killed him. The defaced man has withered like a flower without water. One of the officers is currently tending to him with a sprinkler. Wouldn't that just wash even more of his makeup off? Good. Allow me to explain the actions of the guilty party in detail. The motive, of course, was to steal the gold ingot known as Tenma Taro. However, few are allowed into the manor due to its cultural ties to Ninetails Vale. LaBelle set in motion plans to gain access to the manor and the gold within via the merger. The efforts of the amazing Ninetails saw those plans come to a halt. And thus LaBelle murdered the alderman in an attempt to pin the blame on Mayor Tenma. All for a gold ingot that never existed. I see. But what I still can't comprehend is why would he go after the gold in the first place? Mr. LaBelle doesn't look like someone who is in need of financial aid. Miss LaBelle hid his past well, much like he hid his beauty with makeup. He's mired in debt. Oh. Debt due to pouring money into a brand only he could love. Which is why he sought the gold with such voracity. Too bad for him. Someone else had gone to it first anyway. I see. Very well then. I believe it's time I declared a verdict. This court finds the defendant, Damien Tenma, not guilty. Woohoo! Confetti. What a pose. What a pose to end it on. Hooray. Court is adjourned. Oh, that was a long one. It's 1:23 p.m. and it's 1 a.m. where I'm at in real life. Oh hey, it's Phoenix. Good old Nick. Oh, that was some seriously good lawyering, Apollo. Even I didn't see that coming. Just got lucky, I guess. You banished Tematara from Ninetails Vale like you were some kind of exorcist. There's still one thing I don't understand. How come Mr. LaBelle didn't kill Mayor Tenma too? He could have set it up so the mayor murdered the alderman, then died from a counterattack. That would have removed at least one possible fly from the ointment. I was wondering about that too. But I have a hunch the bell was biding his time. He was planning on exposing the Amazing Ninetales' true identity himself. Huh? But why? Well, because the mayor was the Amazing Ninetales. Because the mayor was the Amazing Ninetales. Had the bell succeeded in framing Mayor Tenma for the alderman's murder, the wrestler's popularity would have plummeted once his identity was revealed. Oh, I get it. If the Amazing Ninetales was just killed, he'd die a hero. But if he was proved a villain, his fans would abandon him, making the merger that much easier. Right. Then when the merger was complete and everything cooled down, he'd be able to search the Forbidden Chamber at his leisure.
What an insanely intricate plot. A most excellent job clearing my name. A feat worthy of the Demon Lord's approval.
Why are you acting like Temotaro again?
Let this be of no concern to you.
How could it not concern me?
Temotaro, be gone!
Oh. Jinxie. Seems like ages since I've laid eyes on you.
You're finally back.
Yes, it would seem Temotaro is no match for you.
I'm not scared of that silly yokai anymore. Your father's a free man now, Jinxie. Isn't that great? Thank you for all you've done. Seeing you guys in action, it made me feel like I don't have to be afraid anymore.
Wait, is Jinxie actually smiling? Aw, cute. This is all thanks to you two. Too bad the Amazing Ninetales will have to retire, though.
Aw, how come?
Once everyone hears I'm the Amazing Ninetales, my fan base will nosedive. After all, I'm not the most popular of people. Another reason for my secret identity. I don't see how I could possibly continue.
I think you've misjudged yourself. Take a look outside.
Say, now that you mention it, what's all the noise out there? A big crowd have gathered outside the courthouse once the news broke. Seems they want to get a glimpse of Mayor Damien Tenma, the man behind the mask. And to root for your return to the wrestling ring. Rooting? For me? But I thought I was nothing more than a malefactor in their eyes.
The only one who really matters is Jinxie. Show her how cool you really are. Yeah, you're the coolest when you're out there fighting in the ring, Papa.
Aw, Jinxie. Here, I think you'll be needing this. You'll be needing my attorney's badge. No, I think you'll need some hand cream. Where is it? There it is. Take that. Thank you. Now, if you would excuse me. I don't want to keep my fans waiting. Woo! Holy shit. Forever! That was smooth.
I sure hope they can settle the problems between Tenma and Ninetales Vale.
Me too. I'm sure they'll be fine. After all, the blackmailer slash killer is behind bars, and the merger is no longer an issue. Plus, the Amazing Ninetales is obviously still a hit, and I suspect Ninetales Vale will be too. And that's all because we believed in our client, just like you said.
Okay, people. Now that we've got that one in the bag, let's get something to eat. I'm starving.
I wonder what food they'll go for. For Maya, it was burgers. What's Athena's thing? Sounds good. I've been so nervous I haven't eaten since yesterday. Jesus.
Better keep eating, Apollo. Or you might have to start looking up at me.
Huh? I'm definitely past my growth phase, and you should be about past yours too.
Are you kidding me? I'm just getting started. Ready or not, it's face stuffing time.
Keep eating like that. The only direction you'll grow is sideways.
Very funny.
But I've got a hollow leg. I can eat as much as I want without gaining an ounce. Really? Wow, I can't wait to see this. Calories? Ha! Just let him try to stick on me. Alright, already, you two. Let's get going before the old man closes shop. Yo, Eldoons! Saltiest noodles in town. Eldoon's Noodles isn't an all-night stand, you know. I'm with Mr. Wright. Let's go! I've been waiting to have a bowl from there ever since Mr. Wright told me about them. What are we waiting for? The noodles are a meat today, so I expect some serious eating from you two. Yay, thanks, boss. I won't let you down. Athena has no idea what she's getting into. Mr. Eldoon's noodles are so hot and salty. 2 bowls would kill a man. That was our first case together. And it felt like nothing could bring us down after that. The dark age of the law seemed so distant, so irrelevant to our small, cozy office. But little did I know that it had been lurking all along, right there behind us. Ominous. The first time it made itself known was during the murder at Themis Legal Academy. That case would mark the twilight before the dark, cold night that was to come. And that was a good chapter. You know, it felt like it dragged on like quite a bit because you knew who the killer was for so long. You were just like waiting for them to show up, and then you have to go through all the, due process and all that. It really made me just feel like sometimes I just want to like shove people in the slammer, but yeah, we're lawyers, not anything else. New episode, Turnabout Academy. Your internet just made oh no. Basically I said it was a cute case. I liked the twist from about the wrestler thing. That was good. Sometimes it felt like it was dragging on too long because you knew who the killer was for so long, so you had to wait a while until they showed up, and then like after yeah, it's like after they do show up, you have to like you have to go through all the hoops of proving they actually did it. And it's like they rub it in your face too. It's like LaBelle literally just like you walk in on him like going through rehearsals with Filch. Yeah. I like the characters overall. It's a fun cast. Yeah, I wish they saved him for later. I also like I miss Trucy. Like she dipped out like super early. And then she basically got replaced by Athena. Especially since like Trucy is like good friends with Jinxie, right? She didn't show up at the end. It was disappointing. Anyway. That's probably gonna be it for me. Let's watch the opening of the next episode, and then we'll close for the night. Episode 3, Turnabout Academy.
Themis Legal Academy. A
Themis.
prestigious high school with alumni in the highest echelons of the legal world.
Legal high school. Oh shit. Dude, what is this horror movie shit? What's going on? Oh. Oh shit. Playing as Athena? Damn. Themis. Isn't that like a... That's like a Greek god, right? I don't know a god of what exactly. Themis is a minor one, right? I like how they just like they named one character Apollo and they decided to just go all in on the Greek mythology theme. It's like, we gotta add Athena and then, just name the school after another god. Why not? Personification of justice, goddess of wisdom and good counsel, the interpreter of the god's will. Yeah, there's a character in Final Fantasy XIV named Themis. There's like a whole I guess a whole cast of characters named after Greek gods in that game. That's why I recognized it. Oh no, I'm gonna be late. Are we gonna get a? Okay, we'll save this for later. Later. Ugh. Yeah, it's too late for me now. Clearly. I hope we get a toast in mouth scene. Running to school. I guess for Athena, just running to the office. All right. Well, actually, I want some music. I'm gonna see if we can get something like that. There we go. That's more like it. Oh no, toast in mouth. Disappointed. 0 to 10. All right. Well, with that, I feel like it's a perfect time to wrap up. Thank you for watching. I hope you're enjoying my stream as much as I'm enjoying this game. Thanks for hanging out, Nibius. And I hope you all have a great night. Take care of yourselves. Drink water. Stay safe. Be well. Next stream will be Xenoblade 3. I don't know how close we are to finishing chapter 5, but I think we're like more than halfway there. It feels like we're more than halfway there. Honestly, I have no idea, but we'll find out soon enough. Yeah. Next stream will be on Sunday. Xenoblade 3. Look forward to that. But until then, just be well. See you guys later. I wonder if you mainly play as Athena in this case, because this game's called Dual Destinies, so what's the duality here, It's like, is it Phoenix and Apollo? Is it Apollo and Athena? Is the game just lying to me? Is it just triple Destinies all along? Who knows?